Hi all, welcome back to MATLAB tutorial on Tute Fulcrum. This session is on the loop statements in MATLAB and we're going to discuss in detail about the for loop in MATLAB. The previous video we have discussed about the while loop and what a looping statement is. So let's understand in detail what a for loop is in MATLAB. A for loop is a repetition control structure that allows you to efficiently write a loop that needs to execute a specific number of times. So to begin with, let me show you the syntax of how to use a for loop in MATLAB. So the syntax for a usage of for loop is as shown: for the keyword, index equal to values, and within the for loop, you can specify the statements that need to be executed a number of times and terminate the loop with an end statement. So this values can be of the following forms. That is, you could write the values as, you could specify an initial value to an end value or a final value. Let's call it as final. So if the value is of the form initial to final, this increments the index variable from the initial value to the end value by 1 and repeats execution of program statements until index is greater than the final value. The another form in which you could specify the value is, you could directly specify the step size or increment value. So it could be of the form like this. You can specify the initial value, then you can give a step size, and then you could specify the final value. So if this is the case, your value increments the index by the value step on each iteration, that is step size on each iteration, or decrements when the step size is negative. Let's take a program and understand this. Let's say we are going to write a program that is going to print a statement thrice. So since you want to print a value thrice, it's clear that you need to use a looping statement so that your task is easy. So which looping statement? You could use any looping statement up to your choice. So in previous session we have discussed about the while loop. So let me explain you how to use a for loop to do the task. So we have seen the syntax of how to get started with a for loop. So for, this is let A be the index equal to, I'm going to show you the first form, that is initial to the final, by skipping the step size. So the default step size is an increment value of 1. So if I say 1, 2, 3 and then I need to print a value or print a statement. So fprintf, let's say we are going to print Tute Fulcrum. Now we need to end the statement with an end statement. So for A equal to 1 to 3. So as long as the variable A is holding a value from 1 to 3, the statement, that is fprintf, is going to get executed. That is, if you run this code, your output will be the statement Tute Fulcrum printed thrice. So let's run the code and verify our output. So our program is working fine and we are getting the expected output, Tute Fulcrum printed thrice. So how did we get our output? For the first iteration, A is equal to 1. Second iteration, A becomes 2. That is, the default step size will be 1. So this increments from 1 to 3. And for the third iteration, A will be 3. And the next iteration, A value becomes 4. So once the value of A jumps from this range, the statement gets exited from the for loop. So this is equivalent to writing 1 colon 1 colon 3. You could also give a different step size. So if the step size was 2 here, that is initial value is 1, the final value is 3 and the step size is 2. So if this was the case, if we have executed this code, your output will be tut fulcrum printed twice. So let's check our output. So as expected, the output is tut fulcrum printed twice. You could also give negative values as step size. So if that is the case, the initial value should be greater than the final value. So 3, if I have given the step size is -2, 1. So this is equivalent to the previous program. Only change is I have made the step size as a negative value. So this is starting with 3, a step size of -2, to a final value of 1. So if you run this code, you'll get the output as the same previous case. So let's check the output. So you could see the output here is tut fulcrum printed twice. So this is how we work with for loop in MATLAB. Thank you so much. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe, and please don't forget to tap the bell icon. You'll get notified whenever we upload our new videos. Thank you.